500 happy hour live again Wednesday night. We are 4 days away from the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500. Very, very exciting. The track is quiet, but that doesn't mean we're going to be quiet on the Mount Comfort RV bus. Thanks to you guys for having us. We're actually in here tonight because the weather is not great, but we have a non-quiet man, a man of many emotions and personality and fun. Alexander Rossi is here with us. What's up, partner?
There's a lot of lies in the first sentence, but I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
There's a lot of the oxymoron type of things.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of part of the bit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Big comedy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The bits. It's all about the bits.
It's all about the bits.
My wife gets so mad at me all the time. She's like, can you just for 10 seconds, can you not be about the bit? I'm like, nah, baby, it's all about the bit.
That's what's paying for this house.
That's right.
Yeah, man, I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I get the logic behind what you're saying.
But you've had a lady for a while.
I have.
How long you been together? Hopefully Miss Kelly's not watching.
No, long time, 17. So
2017, 5 years?
5 years.
That's the same time me and my wife got together.
Yeah. We're not. Yeah. We're a couple steps behind you guys.
A few.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's no book for this thing.
You know what? You're right. And I appreciate that. And maybe you could tell her that.
Oh, is she on the pressure game?
She's not on the pressure game, but we've been together a long time. So
she's like, all my friends got the rings. Becky Hinch has the ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You know
man.
how it could be.
Miss not Rossi yet. Just there's no book for this. All right. My man's got a lot going on. He's trying to win races.
Yes.
He's got events.
That is the priority right now.
He's got going on.
Yeah.
I told you I like your sweater though.
Thank you.
You look like you could be on the cover of Old Navy. Maybe,
Sweet.
Maybe Tag Heuer.
Tag Heuer. It's Hoyer, first of all. So Old Navy. What about like Banana Republic? Not that I think one is better than the other. I'm just.
What you got against Old Navy, man?
A lot.
Is it us poors?
No, it's just like, I don't think I've ever been in an Old Navy or a Gap.
Bro, you are missing out.
I don't think that I am.
What are you doing next week? I'm taking you to an Old Navy.
I'm busy.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're lying, dude.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to see you next
When
week.
is the closest Old Navy to this town?
Bro, I know where all of them are.
Yeah. Do you have to go to like Chicago
on my phone.
or like Anderson?
Dude, sometimes when I'm feeling down, I'll just go to Old Navy.
Okay. Interesting. Is that like Kohl's?
Kinda.
Sears?
But Kohl's is a little sloppier.
Right.
Sears doesn't exist anymore.
So it's not one of those places. I think it's a TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Where like I don't mind TJ Maxx. I hate that everything is just everywhere. There's no like
no rhyme or reason.
Organization.
Right.
The shelves just have random
no feng shui
stuff on them.
It's okay. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, and I just don't like that. My personality does not bode well.
Your sponsors don't like it, is what you're saying.
No, I'm still on TJ Maxx's shelves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Your personality doesn't. Your personality bolds well with shit. It doesn't bold well with TJ Maxx.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
Because you're a big shoes off guy.
I am a big shoes off guy everywhere. Like I'm very uncomfortable that
you can take them off if you want.
No, because then I don't want my socks to get dirty on your dirty floors.
Oh,
so you see the conundrum that I have.
Fired. Very, very nice. That's good. Yeah, because I remember I was on your bus one time.
You were?
Nashville. Yeah.
Was I there?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, you were racing.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's
so
where
you were
the confusion lies.
Yeah, you were doing that, and everybody, like 3 different people, were like, "Yeah, you're gonna go to Alexander's. Just shoes off." And I was like, "Okay, I will take the shoes off."
Well, I'm glad that it's like gotten around. I'm glad people know that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to tell them or get a sign.
But isn't it like sometimes, I get it with like keeping the floors clean, but isn't sometimes you're like, you got weird people with stinky feet and shit. You don't want to, that got to throw you a little bit.
No, I don't think I've ever had someone in my house or RV that had weird feet.
Like Tim Durham, you want him taking his shoes off?
Well, he leaves his socks on.
I know, but still, like socks is still, it's just a blanket for the foot. It's getting all sweaty and shit.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, each your own, man. I get it. That's fine. But I want you to know, me and my mom, we wiped down the floors of this place.
Very nice.
Not as well as we should have, probably.
Oh, okay.
But we did it enough because I literally was on my hands and knees. I was like, Rossi's shoes off on the bus guy. and so we made it happen for you.
It's very nice of you. I appreciate you being here. This is actually, what do you call? Is this? This isn't a bus. It's a truck hauler. It's way bigger than It's way bigger than I was expecting.
Oh, yeah. Just a little rinky-dink.
First time for everything. You've heard that.
Yeah, dude. It was Mount Comfort really hooked it up. It's a really
Is that bunk beds?
Uh-huh.
Are you top or bottom bunk? Or is there like a bed? Is there also a bed?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
my wife don't sleep in the bunk beds, Alex.
So it sleeps like 4.
It can sleep
5.
like 10.
That's wild.
This rolls out into a bed.
Yeah,
that's a bed. You
so
can
my
get 3
bus,
up there
which
at
is
least.
like probably 3 times the size, sleeps like 3.
Well, that's because you want it that way.
Well, no, like legitimately, it's a king and a queen.
You have a couch space though. You can sleep
No,
somewhere on
that's the
couch.
queen.
Oh, it folds out into
Yeah.
the queen.
So like,
But
maybe 4.
the person who gave the place that you got the motorhome from, you were like, or the bus from, they were like, do you want one that could sleep more? And you're like, we're good with 3.
No, all buses that I've had will sleep like 3 to 4. So this
Interesting.
is a cool setup.
Yeah, in the back there's a nice master bed, and
Yeah.
there's flat screen TVs. Get this on both of the bunk beds.
That's awesome. It's very cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah, I like it.
So we'll stay here this weekend. It'll
Sweet.
be good. You were not here the other night, I don't think, because everybody woke up and there was your golf cart on some trash cans.
There was.
Yeah, we didn't see anything from AR-27 on that.
Don't care.
Really?
No.
It doesn't. You're not like, man. what is
Not
this?
bothered. Not my golf cart. B, didn't need it. C, I have another one. D, it's already back down. So
Who'd you have put it back down?
honestly, no one. Just someone was really, really nice and just fixed it. I was planning on just kicking out a trash can tomorrow and
Just
seeing what
letting it fall
happened.
down?
Yeah.
That
That was tomorrow. That was tomorrow Alex's problem. And it's now resolved. So I'm very appreciative. So whoever did that, thank you.
Did Liza do it?
No, she's up north with her family.
Oh.
So I was fully expecting to park at my bus today and
Did
have it.
Tag QR do it?
Hoyer.
Hoyer?
No, that's not their realm of expertise, I don't think.
Okay, Tag Hoyer, like
Yeah.
Brian Hoyer. Got a nice helmet, man.
Thank you.
They hooked it
It's
up.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Although I have seen recently, it's a very recent development. I have seen another one that's way cooler.
Okay. Whose?
Can't say.
Okay.
It's you're gonna see soon. You're gonna see on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
How's the Canada Dry?
Very good.
What do they call it? What is it dry? What is that?
I don't know, man. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's a liquid.
It's quite wet.
You go to Canada Dry to wet the palate.
You do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice. What's your
Yeah.
favorite steakhouse around Indy?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Not really.
It is, because I know people at all of them.
Ooh, okay.
Capitol Grill.
Really? I was not expecting that one.
Yeah, I do think it's the best steak in the city.
Okay, so just straight up on steak.
Now I'm saying, like, yes, there's other steakhouses that have a better overall experience.
Mhm.
But in terms of just getting a good New Yorker ribeye, I think Capitol Grill is
Not a
the
filet
best.
guy. Not a main.
I am, but I was a filet guy for such a long period of time
Mm.
that my meat palate
You just take some of that meat and wet it with a Canada Dry.
has expanded significantly. So, I mean, I was in Europe for so long. They're not like a mecca of good strips of steak. Like, you can get a filet pretty much anywhere, but like,
They just do everything else well over there, food wise.
no, they do okay.
Really? I mean, like with French people with
Nope.
beignets and
No, Italian food was okay. Spanish food, not for me. French food, not for me.
like you don't like
British
Spanish food at
food,
all,
not
or
for
just
me.
in Spain.
Well, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
How are we feeling about Sunday?
Fine.
Just fine.
Fine.
Not better than that. No better, no worse.
It will be
Could
what
be
it will
better.
be. Excuse me. A
Where you,
lot of bubbles in that Canada Dry.
Dry.
So no, listen, man, qualifying really sucked.
For a lot of people.
That
Not-
is
not
true.
just
No,
you.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not saying just me, but
No,
I am one of those dudes, right? And
It was just kind of a weird qualifying. I wasn't saying that you were making excuses.
Yeah. And so the way this race has been the past couple of years, coupled with some forecasted pretty warm conditions,
yes,
it's going to be tough from 20th. Like this is a track position race in a lot of respects, and we are very much out of position. So we're going to have to be aggressive at times and then very creative at other times, and hopefully some things fall our way.
That's what I keep hearing. Common thing. Racers a lot. Things fall our way. Yellows fall your way.
Yeah, everyone's going to be waiting for like a yellow that saves their day.
Yeah. What are you doing next year?
Well,
like
I'm planning on going to Park City for New Year's Eve.
That's what I was wondering.
I do have another plan. I thought I was doing something. My friend just bought a house down in Cabo. So we're going to go hang out with them.
Fancy friend.
Yeah.
No names? No name drop?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Because I was going to say.
I developed a new passion for Gatorland. So I'll be going back to Gatorland.
You did. I talked about that briefly.
Love that place.
You guys are all over the reptiles.
Yes.
You seem like you would be Slytherin if you were Harry Potter.
I don't know who that is.
You've never seen any Harry Potter?
Zero.
You don't. But like you don't even understand the reference.
Nope. I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter as a kid.
Why?
But I don't know, because it was like not constructively good for your morals or ethics, or so my parents thought.
What were you allowed to watch?
Let's see. What was that movie with like Sassy the cat? Homeward Bound. I saw all those. I saw like Finding Nemo a lot.
Big Finding Nemo guy.
I saw. There's a lot of PG rated movies.
Oh, life lessons from Nemo.
Yeah.
Some adult humor in there you can catch on to.
Yeah.
You know.
And I also have not seen Lord of the Rings.
Well, those are good. I think you would like those.
I believe it. I don't have the time to commit to that at this point.
You know what?
I've also never seen a Star Wars.
That sucks, man.
What sucks? That I haven't seen it, or they suck?
No, that you haven't seen it.
Oh, no, it's okay. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I told you this
last year. I have a tattoo of it. You're killing me.
Sorry. I went on the ride at Disney, though.
No.
That was kind of cool.
Go on the ride. You haven't seen a movie. It should be a freaking thing that Walt writes up.
You have to test it to pass a quiz.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man. And then Harry Potter World in Universal was also very lost on me.
Did you get a wizard? Or not a wizard. Did you get a wand?
No, of course not.
Is your lady a Harry Potter girl?
No.
No. You guys are very much alike, I feel like.
Thank you.
That's like I don't know why. I don't know if you're supposed to say thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
It could be good or bad. You want to know something wild? Me and my uncle here, who is my producer for the week, we one time sat down and watched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings extended editions in one day.
It's a lot. That's a big day.
It was a huge day.
Wasn't your butt sore from sitting?
We had a lot of different, you start with the butt,
then you
start get down on the elbow.
Yeah, then you stand for a bit, you pace.
You knew it was getting bad to rough time when Tony would throw the pillow down on the ground
and then lay on it.
The pillow. Yeah. It was like, wow, this
has been a marathon.
That was only movie 2. We still have a third one to go through.
Right. Yeah.
Man, it's so interesting that you and James Hinchcliffe hang out as much as you do.
Why?
You're very, you got a little bit of yin and yang going on.
But that works.
As I was saying, I'm like, it does work, but it is very interesting. No Star Wars.
I feel like we're
pop cultured.
Why? Because I don't watch Star Wars.
You haven't seen Harry Potter or Star Wars? Like,
what is that? The quintessential thing for pop culture?
No, but it's a big gauge of like that's in the zeitgeist. Like Star Wars is a zeitgeist thing.
Okay.
Like, what's your zeitgeist thing?
Atlas Shrugged.
What is that?
It's a book.
That's too old.
Sophie's Choice.
I've heard of that.
Okay.
Is it a good choice or bad choice?
Difficult.
I figured if a book is made about it, it's probably
it's tough.
Pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Naeem Hines. Hey, what's going on? Great to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
What's up,
hey,
dude?
we're
How
gonna
you doing?
three-way this here for a second. What do you think? Come on in. Yeah, we got a mic. Hey, Naeem Hines, number 21 for the Indianapolis Colts, joining us here on the bus. How you doing?
I'm great. This is a great setup.
Thanks,
got the
dude.
bus. Just walked in the great vibes, man. I'm happy to be here.
Do you need water, soda, beer, anything?
Ooh, beer. Can I say beer on camera?
What do you mean up
I'm
here?
kidding. May I have a water, please?
Oh, shoot. Okay, that's fine.
Just a water.
Water's good. You got to stay in shape. Yeah. This is Alexander Rossi, by the way.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Driver of the number 27.
Yeah, Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore gave me a little bit of update. He keeps
right
up
on.
with everything.
Yeah,
so,
man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, great guy. I
Yeah.
asked him about it and gave me a little rundown. So
Right on, man.
Kenny's a big IndyCar guy.
I know.
He's more of a paddle guy.
That's fine.
Sorry.
I don't care.
But
Good for
maybe you and Pato will be buddies. Maybe like you'll hang out sometime soon. Like
We're
next
already
year,
buddies.
maybe you'll hang out.
We're already pals.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
see, I know nothing about race cars.
It's
or
okay.
driving or anything. So
Yeah, I don't
This
know
is
anything
good.
about football, really.
I was
so-
gonna
we
say.
can help each other. I like
Sweet,
that.
man.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
great.
No, see the problem with Alex is. Do you mind if I call you Alex?
That's preferred.
I was
Yeah,
about to ask you that.
yeah, that's
You
good,
remember
man.
last year when I tried to get you to go by Xander?
Yeah, I do. Didn't like it. Didn't catch.
Xander Rossi.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. He is a big Tom Brady guy.
Yeah, man.
He's a bandwagon Tom Brady fan.
It's not bandwagon. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
Look,
he's-
my dad's from Connecticut. I grew
Okay.
up a Patriots fan. Not a Patriots fan anymore,
Right.
obviously, but
Sure.
I do the Super Bowls and stuff.
Yeah,
I watch
man.
the Patriots a lot. Really big fan of what they did over those years. Happy to be for the Colts now. And
Yep.
it's funny, like watching the Colts and stuff. Obviously liking Brady, we didn't like Manning,
Sure.
and then I become a Colt. So
Yep.
now I've liked the Colts. Got to meet Peyton, and you know what? I can't believe I spent my whole life
hating that guy.
Yeah, how could you hate him?
I know.
But football
There wasn't a lot of
culture,
Papa John's commercials.
football culture is so weird, right? And I get it. It's
It's
part
weak.
weird.
Weird.
So, and I get it because it's the largest sport in America, right?
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, it's interesting in racing because let's say you have an American driver, right? And one's from California and the other one's from Tennessee, right? There's not people in California who are like, oh, screw that guy from Tennessee.
Yep.
Right. Whereas in football, well, really any ball sport, right? You have such a dynamic of that hometown crowd, which is awesome. And that's
Right.
part of that home field advantage that you would get, right?
It's the dynamic of
But also,
being in
like,
places.
is it necessary then? This is going to be very 2022 of me. Is it necessary to dislike them? Yes, of course, right?
Absolutely.
But the fact that then people like have animosity towards one another is kind of weird.
It is a very weird thing.
I can explain that. I mean,
Okay.
Let's do it.
with football, like race car driving, it's it's one-on-one. It's just you. Well, not one-on-one because you have a crew, you have all those things. But I think really when it comes to football, it's war, it's
Yeah.
territory. So
That's a
like
good point.
like Indianapolis, like we're representing not only Indianapolis, but like Kentucky, there's fans there. Ohio, if they're not Cincinnati
Mhm,
fans,
mhm.
and it's territory. So when you leave one territory and you go to another territory, it's literally war.
the territory thing is a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, it's like war. Like
Yeah.
if we go, if as U.S. soldiers, if we go into let's say Russia or something or
Yeah.
all the crazy things, it's going to be a problem.
No, you're right.
That's how it is with football. You walk into a hostile environment, it's literally like war.
I guess
Yeah.
the motor racing, everyone travels as a group to all these different locations.
Oh no, we're
So it's
not.
kind of irrelevant, right?
Yeah, there
Well,
goes your
Yeah, yeah.
argument.
No,
Well,
but the territory is really that's
That
a good
is
way
good.
to explain it.
Obviously as
Sweet.
players too, we we know each other and love each other on and off the field. But we're on the field. We're competing.
But then, so when you switch teams,
I
that's,
mean,
that's a wild scenario, right?
you got to be loyal, right? You have to be loyal. You have to represent what you like.
For sure,
Whatever team you like, no, that doesn't matter when you have a job. You have to go out there and execute. And there's fans who are
right? But
that from
let's
you.
say you're playing for the Colts now.
Right.
Who's a big rival of the Colts right now?
The Titans.
Titans. So you then go to the Titans.
I hope I don't ever go there.
Good answer.
Why? Nashville's fun.
But let's say,
Right.
I'm not
You're
a Titans.
good?
We've
Okay.
had so many battles over the years. I don't think I'll ever be a
That's-
oh
Titans
right,
fan.
so okay, so you could actually make a career decision based on the loyalty you have here, and that kind of supersedes a paycheck or
that depends on the player. Some players
Sure.
have loyalty. Some players
True.
go for bigger contracts. Some
Interesting.
guys who've won a Super Bowl, they could do different things.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it really depends on the business decision
that's awesome.
of it.
Do you feel like you guys, like NFL players, do you feel like you are the modern day gladiator? Like back in the
course.
day.
Yes. I mean,
Get 'em out
yeah.
there.
I mean, even think about it. Like you walk into a place, there's 80,000 people who are preying on your downfall. You're getting crazy tweets. People are talking bad about you. So yeah, we're modern day gladiators. And really, even what people say to us, we have to be because people talk about us. They're not great things sometimes. So you got to have tough skin. And really, they talk to us like we're soldiers. So I guess modern day, yes.
Very much so. Wouldn't it be wild if, like, one of the owners of the teams, or like Roger Goodell. You know how in the Gladiator days they used to have the king or whatever, and he'd stand there with his thumb like judging your performance, and then if it was good, he would give you a thumbs up. Everybody get wild, and then the bad, everybody a boo.
Shoot, I mean, we're judged though. We got the film, so I mean, there's somebody like our owner in there, our owner and general manager every day are in there every day
Chris
doing
Ballard's
this. He's doing this or that every day because we're trying to get 1% better. So I promise you, at practice day, he either went like this or like this. So I hope it's like this every day, but we got to get better.
Does that happen in racing?
Oh yeah, it's like it's
Smaller
any competitive sport.
Well,
I
just
don't
like
know if it's
smaller team.
I don't know, because if you look at it, you are only as good as your last event, right?
Right.
So yeah, let's use Colton. He's top of mind, right? He won last week in the GP. Had an issue in qualifying. So who's top of mind now? Scott Dixon.
Yeah.
Does Scott Dixon win the race? Maybe. If not, no one's going to care that Scott Dixon set the record for the fastest Indy 500 pole run in history. It'll be whoever was the topic of the conversation this week. So,
what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
I have a question for you though. When it comes to like driving and things, how often do you guys race? And like, let's say for like basketball, right? You have a bad game, you play tomorrow night. Like us, we have to think about the 6 days. When you have a bad time, you're struggling. Like, how long does it take for you to, get that?
Yeah, man, it's tough because it can be like the next weekend. It could be 3 weeks. And the thing that's hard for us is we can't go pick up our race car, right? And go just do reps to clear the mind and to just
12 people in your crew.
And
all that
50 grand a day type
costs,
thing.
Yeah. I've seen
cars pretty
cars
big.
cost.
It's wild, right? So it's very hard for us. You got to be able to just compartmentalize and mentally just move on because, again, in racing, you lose so much more than you win, right? Whereas for you, one team's going to win, right?
And we have to win more than we lose to make the playoffs.
For sure. Well, there's no racing driver anywhere that's a 500 driver, right? There's no racing driver that wins half of the races he competes in. So you have to find the motivation from losing, right? Because you're only going to win 1 to 4 times a year.
Wow.
Right?
What's the finishing position to where you're like solid weekend? Is it because you just said 1 to? Well,
there we go. Yeah, I knew that. That's a great answer.
Obviously, first.
Right. That's it.
So even if you top 3, top 5,
don't care.
It's not like solid day at the shop.
I
don't think people wake up and go to work and bust their ass to finish 4th. So
facts.
Right.
Well, so yeah,
I don't bust my ass not to make the playoffs. And see how far we
go.
Okay, so
how do you guys practice then? Like, since you the cars are so expensive, how do you
so each weekend there's like a day of practice. So like if it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, and then Saturday morning is practice, Saturday afternoon qualifying, Sunday's the race. For the Indy 500, you've got like a whole week of practice. Some events, it's kind of in and out in the day. So you kind of practice that morning, qualify midday, race in the afternoon. It kind of just depends on it. But then like in the season, like you and your team, you only have like 4 days. And then you got to pick and choose. Do you want to do those at the beginning of the year? Do you want to do them in the middle when you need to know the areas you're trying to focus on to improve? But yeah, it's like 4 for everyone to try and keep the costs down. And the reason they do that is they don't want the bigger teams to be able to go drive 30, 40 extra days in a year.
Makes it fair.
Right.
I like that.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize practice days, I guess. So like during the week, what are you doing? You on Sims?
No. Just train, man.
Just training?
Like what do drivers do to train?
No, so yeah, I mean you don't, right? Like this is something that we've all been doing for 10 to 30 years, depending on how old you are, right? And so you're at that kind of 10,000 hours element of this is a subconscious thing. You've gotten to this point because you have some form of natural ability to do it. And then in terms of improving, man, it's a big, like, just mental and physical game in terms of being prepared from a physicality standpoint, because the first thing to go when you start to fatigue is your vision, right? Obviously, that's pretty critical.
Man, I didn't know that.
So, for us, we're operating for kind of 2 hours between that 140, 150 beats per minute range, right? So kind of an endurance base. Then obviously the cars don't have power steering. You add the summer months, you add the cockpits get to 130-ish degrees, right? And so you got to be able to have that mental acuity even in those kind of strenuous situations. So that's the training part of it that we do. And then there is some simulation, but really that's more for the engineers. So because they can't model the G-forces exactly right, the technology isn't there. The sim is more used from a vehicle dynamics standpoint. So let's say we have a practice day that we're going into a race weekend, and it's only like 60 minutes of track time or an hour and a half of track time. Well, our test list might be 20 items. But if we go to the sim, we can be like, well, 12 of those are garbage. So now your test list is 8 items, and you can be much more methodical about what you're doing on the race weekend.
Methodical and efficient.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So, yeah.
So much.
Yeah,
Just sitting
cool,
there.
man.
No, that's wild.
Between this and hockey, man, I'm getting on the road.
All right, sweet.
You hockey?
Go Canes.
Canes.
Come on, man.
Where they? Is that Carolina?
Come on, man. You know I'm repping Carolina. North
Oh,
Carolina
NC
Hurricanes.
State. That's right, man.
Pat.
Yeah, there we go. They got the kind of the same colors a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Good for you,
Red and
man.
white.
Because they don't got. You said you're from Connecticut, right?
Well, my dad's from Connecticut. I'm from North Carolina. So
Oh, you're from.
that's-
Okay, so
look,
the whole.
my
the
mom's
whole
from, like, so growing up, I'm from North Carolina, so I like the Panthers.
yeah.
Mom's from Brooklyn, so she's obviously a Giants fan. Dad's from Patriot. Dad's from Connecticut, so it's obviously the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, in the 2000s, you know who was winning. So like
Sure.
2000s, I mean,
Roll with them.
Yeah, you gotta roll with
absolutely.
them.
Just like Rossi.
I mean,
The Tom Brady thing. He's more of a Bucks guy now.
man,
He's not-
every time I played
I'm
against Tom Brady, it's hurt too.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
we
not
played
gonna,
against him twice, and I've been probably madder than I've ever been in my career.
that's true.
like
I'm not going to
last
give you
year.
shit about fandom. People give me that all the time, but so I understand. It's all good.
yeah, you literally have a movie tattoo.
What does that? What does that have to do with
Well,
anything?
that's fandom.
Of what? I want to know
yeah,
what it
but
is.
I like it's Millennium Falcon.
Well, that's fake.
Oh.
At least this is someone that's like doing something cool.
What, football. I mean, come on. At the end of the day,
Tom
it's like
Brady
they're
was
playing
cool.
football. He was cool. That's
he
good.
was fire.
He seemed fire. Dang.
Did you see that picture of him in Miami with Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, David Beckham, and
Lewis Hamilton. That was pretty cool.
That is like maybe the greatest athlete photo of all time.
Did you say Mount Rushmore photo?
Yeah,
Athletes right
absolutely.
there. And their
Yeah.
respective
It's pretty
ones.
awesome. Yeah.
That's nice, man. Hey, I know you got to get running to an event.
Yeah.
So thanks for
Thanks for
coming
having
by.
me, man.
Yeah, I
It's been
appreciate
cool.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read those books.
What ones?
Sophie's Choice,
Sophie's Choice.
Atlas Shrugged.
Atlas Shrug.
Yeah, man. It's a long one.
Sounds long.
Yeah.
Sounds
You'll be
boring.
all right. Very boring. Very boring.
I understand.
If
9
you do
words in
that,
book
if you
now.
do that, I'll watch Star Wars.
Okay, that's a fair trade-off.
All right.
I like that, buddy.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
Right on,
No,
man.
he hasn't, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
He's got to
Take
bounce
care.
out. That's Alex Rossi. We're wishing the best for you on Sunday, man. Got to get that second Borg, man. Yeah, there we go. See you, man. Yeah, absolutely. Be careful. Mom has a crush on Rossi. It's okay. All right. Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes, I haven't seen all of them, but I know a lot.
Where's your? You need your mic, man. That's okay.
Yes, I've seen Star Wars, but I mean, I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen most of them. I know, like Luke Skywalker. You know, played all the games.
He's kind of the main character.
Boba Fett. I was a big fan of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett's cool.
Love Boba Fett.
Did you watch the most recent Boba Fett series?
No, see, I haven't watched Star Wars in probably like 5 or 10
Okay,
years.
that's all
I've
right.
seen them a lot. I've seen it a lot. It's kind of the same story, same plot for me.
Okay.
Different, but I wanted to change it up.
That's fine. So what's your go-to? What do you like pop culture-wise when you off the field?
Like what? Well, obviously I play video games. Big Apex Legends guy. Honestly, that's really the only thing I play right now. Some Call of Duty, but I love Apex Legends. And then if I'm watching TV, I really don't watch movies. Honestly, I watch all sorts of TV shows. I mean, Big Mouth was cool. Human Resources is actually a favorite. And actually, I'm late, but I just finished the first book of Power. So Power was cool.
I got catch. I've literally never heard of
Yeah.
any of those.
And Game of Thrones. I finally saw Game of Thrones like 2 years ago. Probably
Caught
one of
up.
the best shows I've ever seen. But I'm sad that I was so late.
What'd you think of the last season?
Well, okay, so like my mom watched it and all that when it was going on. I tried to watch it 2 or 3 times and fell asleep on the first season because it starts off slow.
Yeah.
For me, the 7th season wasn't that bad because I didn't wait those 2 or 3 years. Because
Okay.
those fight scenes were crazy. Like the war, like the War of the Ice God and all that, with the
Okay.
dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
It was amazing fight scenes. All fight scenes always got better. I do think they rushed the ending though.
Did you see the Starbucks cup
No, I have not.
and like in the shot of Game of Thrones? You didn't
I
catch it?
don't know.
Didn't catch your eye?
It didn't
That was
catch
like
my
a
eye.
big thing on social media. It was like, wow.
See,
Game
I
of
wasn't
Thrones-
in the game yet when it came out. I
Okay.
probably watched Game. I watched Game of Thrones during COVID.
Oh, okay.
So I was really, really late to the party.
That
I
makes
tried
sense.
in 2015 and 17 in college, but it starts off slow, man. Look, I would try to watch other practice and I would go to sleep.
Yeah, it's slow. I don't like that time period. Kind of
But
scares me.
But yeah, it does. But it sets up everything for all the character plots. But if you get to the 9th episode with Khaleesi, that's when it gets good. So I wish I would have got to that episode.
9th episode of the first season.
Yes, you got to get to you have to watch probably 6 or 7 episodes to even kind of want to watch it. But when you get to the end of season 1, it's great to watch.
Okay.
You'll
Yeah.
be hooked.
I've thought it's always one of those, when you're scrolling, Naeem, and you're like, I should probably watch it. I'm going to come back to it.
Oh, you should.
And you never do, right?
You
It's always
should.
you can't commit. Like that's me with Breaking Bad. That's me with Game of
I
Thrones.
haven't seen Breaking Bad. I have to watch that. Everybody's telling me to watch it. Ozark too. I watched Ozark. I've started Ozark 3 times. I haven't started it this year. And I get to season 1, episode 6, and I don't know why. Like I know Ruth and everybody. I just got to keep going.
Ruth's crazy, man.
Yeah, Ruth is out here killing people. She's finessing people. She's robbing people, taking people's money without knowing. Like so it's interesting.
You know enough. Yeah, I mean you're in there.
I watched the first season. I watched the first 5 episodes 3 times now. I just got to keep going, right?
Yeah. You got to grind through. My mom and dad are off camera. They're huge Ozark fans.
So where do I need? So just as a person who hasn't watched the show, where do I need to just grind through to where I would just want to be like, okay, it's great. Every person who's watched it says it's great.
I can't, yeah, Ozark. I can't. She is like into it.
Maybe the first.
I can't get her to watch The
after
Godfather, but she loves that. I can't remember exactly what happens at the end of the first season, but yeah, I think because then you get the first season through, and then it's like, well, they have more. I might as well keep doing it,
and that's when it gets good.
They're good, and like at the end of season 1, they do a good of like a lot of like. Cliffhanger type of, keeps drawing you back.
See, I haven't got to that part.
Yeah.
Every person I've ever seen or every person I've ever know who watches it says like Ozark's so fire. That's what they say. Naeem, Ozark's great. You have to watch it.
Yeah, it is. Jason Bateman absolutely rips. It's a very good cast, but you get bogged down a lot. There's a lot of like stuff that I'm like, I was on TikTok for 2 minutes and I don't know what they're talking about. You know?
Yeah, you might not can't have a brew and drink that and drink it with the show. You got to pay attention. I've been told.
Yeah, no brews.
Game of Thrones is like that too.
Man, see, but sometimes I just got to veg out, man. I know you got all the pressure playing. I know you need to just veg out sometimes.
Look, that's what got me with Game of Thrones, man. I was watching it, man. Had some red wine.
Red wine. Oh,
had
nice.
Some cab and
Let's go.
I would look down and I would miss like 3 things. Like, dang, I gotta watch it again. Thankfully, now they have like this show. If you have it on Stars and Showtime, like at the end of most shows now, they have like the producers talking about it.
Oh, okay.
If you have it on Stars or like Stars or what's it, HBO?
Get a little bit more access, a little bit more
insight.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Game of Thrones. We'll both do Breaking Bad.
I need to do Breaking Bad.
Okay, we'll come to an agreement on that. So. You already said you're a Carolina kid, NC State. You get drafted by the Colts. What was your former knowledge of the Indy 500, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? What is it now? Are you coming to the game with it, or what's up?
Man, see, I know nothing about it still.
That's fine.
Well, first off, I heard it's a great time here, and I want to go. But Memorial Day is just tough. I always go home. Like this weekend, I have to go to a wedding. Yeah. Normally, I go to the beach or something. But one of these years, I have to.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I got to go to the Kentucky Derby. I was supposed to go during COVID, but I did. That ruined everything. But
bro, I was there this year.
I was in Nashville, and it was almost as fun as there. I hope, but it was a great time.
Nashville's
and Horse 21 won. Like I should have put some money on that.
80-1, man.
My friends were sitting there looking at me. We were having some drinks. They were like, "Dang, we should have put money on 21." Everybody started looking at me, dude. How was I supposed to know?
Just your number. I mean, geez.
So now with every horse race, I need to bet like a college number or my number. Like if there's a 7 in there, bet a 7.
I was gonna say
21.
Did you think? Have you thought about now with the NFL having the new rules going back to 7?
Oh, I absolutely did. I already texted them like twice and told them, but for whatever reason, I haven't changed it. So I guess it hasn't worked. Because I texted somebody in the offseason, was like, "Yeah, I definitely want to change." I'm still 21, so I guess.
Hayden, can we work on that? Do you have the power?
I promise you, I said that, but now somebody's number 7. So
Mr. Ursay, are you watching? Come on, man. Let's get going.
I talked to the equipment guys, and they also told me that those aren't the guys who are passing the checks on that one. So I guess they had to talk to Ursay or somebody. So
okay,
21's cool, but I did ask for 7. For whatever reason, I've asked for it twice. I haven't gotten it. I'm not complaining because for whatever reason, the Lord wants me to be in 21.
21's a good number, man. It is
great number. It is prime time. I high stepped a couple of times. I'm starting to buy into I'm starting to buy into the prime time thing.
I like it, but then your Twitter name is still 7, right? You got the 7 in there. So we got to change that for branding.
Well, what happened is, like with Twitter, it wasn't as easy as Instagram for you to change your name.
That's true.
So when I went to change my name, they said I would lose the verification and the followers and all that stuff, and I don't care about all that stuff to rebuild it anyway. So I'm not going to just do that for the sake of my branding purposes, I guess.
Sounds like the same people running Twitter are running the Colts equipment stuff. Man.
No,
got to get on.
He looked me in the eyes and told me that it wasn't up to me. I haven't heard back from him, and there's somebody in 7 now. So I mean, I'm not worried about it anymore.
Who? Rookie?
Yeah,
they just threw him number 7. Yeah.
Look, the way I see it is, it's not my number.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, like I asked for, and I even said something about it last year, and it just hasn't happened. So I mean, I'm not a person to force things.
That's 21's good.
Like God, I think God just told me to be in 21.
Like it.
If it opens up again, I'll think about it. But
running back / slot / Swiss Army knife. It's a very like 21. It
was a
fits.
cool number.
Dion was playing everything 21. You're doing everything in 21.
You are right. I forgot about that. He did play receiver.
Oh, he did everything.
I watch Deion Sanders highlights all the time, and I even for me to miss that connection that he did play both ways, I'm sad at myself.
There you go. Now you feel even better about 21.
Watch film on him too.
Yeah. There you go.
He did a lot when he was in Dallas.
Do you believe in the statement? You look good, feel good, play good, pay good.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm not gonna say all of that, but I will say that football and life is all about confidence, and that's basically what Deion's saying.
Yeah,
you can see. I've seen players who may not be as good as they are, but when they're confident, they can play better than they are. It's just what it is. Even me, there have been times where I was very, very confident. I've probably done some things I wasn't expecting. So I think that's life. If you're confident, you put your best foot forward, and you work hard, I think things will work out for you.
Yeah, for sure. It's worked out for Deion. It's worked out for you.
Man, he's made a lot of money.
Man,
I was even watching the thing. He's coaching high school. He has his own field. Like I saw one episode, like something happened with their field of the Christian school with Shiloh and all them. They're older now, but
okay.
His son was a quarterback. They had a whole 100-yard field. They had practiced the team and all the team over at his house.
Yeah, come on,
different.
No to Coach Deion's. Hey, you were talking about for the Kentucky Derby how you didn't bet on 21 horse. I'll give you a little insight for the 500. If you're wanting to throw down on, I don't know if if you're just wanting to root for somebody, throw down whatever. The 21 car is driven by Rinus VK, and it's on the front row.
Ooh, good start position.
The man has had 3 Indy 500 starts, and he's been on the front row in each one of them. He's a 21-year-old kid. He drives the 21, and he has an absolute rocket ship this month. So maybe you got to get a little Team VK in there.
What's his name? Team VK?
Rinus VK.
Rinus VK.
Yeah.
I'm going to look him up. He sounds a lot like me. I got to Indianapolis. I was 21 years old. I left school early.
Hey.
I got number 21.
And then
I mean, shoot, we had a high-powered offense that didn't make the playoffs. So, I mean, that was my rocket ship for Carr.
There you go, man.
Sure, went to the playoffs and won a game.
So you can make up for not betting on Rich Strike, and you can pull for Rinus VK.
Well, I didn't even bet on anything for the Kentucky Derby.
Sure,
but yes, I definitely will be looking forward to that, and I'm gonna actually look into it.
Maybe make up for your friends. Tell your friends. Because they were like, why didn't you tell us with the 21 to make the way?
Yeah, I can't believe them.
Now do it with the Indy 500 and say, hey, I got you back. This is a good car. He's starting up front. He's fast. 21.
Actually, my guy Luke, who said that to me, he lives in Nashville. He actually texted me about the 500. So I should give him some
return the favor on that. Yeah, absolutely. You were a rookie. I don't know what my dad is doing here. What's going on? What are you? Oh shoot. Okay. Sorry. You were a rookie when Andrew Luck was here, right?
Yep, his last year.
Do you know? Are you familiar? I do an Andrew Luck impression. Have you ever seen or heard that at all?
I've never seen or heard it, but I mean, I can tell you if you're right on with it.
Okay. All right. Well, now pressure's on. Tony, so he said, here we go.
Hold
on. Get a little swing of the Miller here.
Yes, sir. That brew gonna let you talk.
Yeah, there we go.
Got Naeem Hines here on the bus with us.
Okay, that was good. That's the best one I've ever heard.
That was not as good as I could have done.
A little bit deep. That was it though, but everything else was perfect.
It was too deep. He's the most.
I think I'm a little too old for social media, but
honestly, I can't even nitpick. It's the best impersonation I've ever heard.
Oh, thanks, man.
No, it was actually really good.
Thanks. Yeah.
When you look back on it, when you first started, you'll see my face, and I probably was like,
yeah,
it was a good reaction.
It didn't, I'm sure like when you, when you see the whole, when a play's formulating for you in the right way, you can kind of feel it, right? You're in a groove out there.
Right.
When my voice, like when I do something like that, at the start, I'm like, I can feel it in my head. When I started the first time, I was like, that's not it. But then when I came back around the second time, I found it.
You got in the zone.
I found it. Yeah, I got in the zone.
That was great.
Yeah, thanks,
Shout out
man.
to Andrew Luck, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great to play with him. Probably one of the best quarterbacks I've ever played with. So.
Definitely, yeah. I wish he was still playing so I could do his impression more often. But,
me too.
Yeah.
I like our guy now.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's talk about the new guy right now. Number 2, Matty Ice. How we feeling about another vet coming in for you?
He's as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Hey,
I mean, I like Matt. Matt's great. He asks a lot of us, but he's one of those quarterbacks that he walks around, talks to everybody. When practice over, he shakes guys' hands. He'll be thinking about something randomly. He'll tell me about it, help me out, and it's like Phillip Rivers. It's like Phillip Rivers again. He's Uncle. He's like Uncle Matt. Like, he knows everything. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's been there. He's trying to get us there. We're a young team. This is a lot of us are 5th years. Like, I'm one of the oldest guys on offense, and I'm 25.
Yeah.
So he is a really old veteran guy, like Uncle, who's taking a bunch of younger guys who I think we have a lot of talent, and I think he can take us there. It's very good.
Is it true that he actually is like an ice sculptor? I saw the social media video.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I actually saw the social media video. I didn't see it when it came out, but I saw it probably within the last week, and I meant to ask him about that because I didn't know that. So I'll probably get an answer for you tomorrow because I'm glad you reminded me because I was going to text him, but I don't want to text him and be a weirdo. I was going to wait till I saw him in person and asked him, and I kind of forgot.
Okay, I would like because I was like, I don't.
Yeah, he's a real intense guy.
Maybe, I mean, he seems like something
like,
that
it was on my mind, but he's a real intense guy. And when he gets talking about football, I just kind of forget everything because I just know I need to lock in.
You don't want to piss him off.
Oh no, I mean no, he sounds like
you want the ball.
That too, and it sounds like he's about to throw out a bunch of money to everybody. We just got to catch it. He's very, very accurate. We just have to win, and the ball is going to be there. That's what I'll say, and that's what's good to hear from him.
Your head coach Frank Reich today was talking. I don't know if you saw.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen anything today.
They were the media folks were asking about you, number 21.
Oh boy.
And Coach Reich had to say that, hey, you guys playing fantasy this year, you're gonna want to draft Naeem. He's gonna do some good things.
Who said that?
Coach Reich.
Frank Reich?
Your head coach, the head man with the visor.
I'm glad I haven't been on Twitter.
You know, what were you thinking? You telling the fantasy GMs expecting a big year?
I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy football just based off my performances and how people talk to me on social media based on my performances sometimes. But I can't believe he said that, but that's cool. Obviously, it's a target out there, and I'm going to work for it. So, I mean, obviously, that means they have plans for me. So I got to go out there and practice and work hard and make sure that they keep those plans for me. Because if I go out there and suck, I promise you they're going to have plans, and they won't be for me. So,
yeah,
I got to do my part and make sure I'm just catching the ball and doing what I'm supposed to do.
Who's your favorite teammate? Who's your best bud?
My best guy actually left. My favorite teammate left. Actually, my favorite 2 out of 3 left. Well, 2 out of 3 have left.
Man, who?
So, obviously, Jack Doyle.
Oh,
love Jack Doyle.
Indy guy.
Yeah, Jack Doyle.
He's like me. He's an Indy guy.
Zach Pascal, he was my best friend on the team. Loves EP.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very, very undervalued guy.
You guys both came in the same year, didn't you?
Yeah. He came in. Okay. Well, he came in the Colts, but he got there a year before. He was on practice squad.
Okay.
So, he's a very, very underrated guy. Happy he's in Philly. And Kenny Moore. Those are the 3. Like, if I have a girlfriend, I actually had girlfriends in the past. I'm like, look, we cheer for 3 guys. We cheer for Zach, Jack, and Kenny. And
that's what you tell her.
No, I promise you. I've said that.
No, I'm saying that, but you're like, besides me, baby, we do Zach, Jack.
I don't even say me. Like, that's not even within the question. Like, I hope she's there in a 21 jersey and supporting me. I mean, I didn't know we had to talk about that. I thought it was like a non-negotiable.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
But I mean, obviously, I think probably. So that was obviously 3 or 4 years. So I'll update it now. I mean, obviously, Kenny's still one of my guys. Obviously, I've loved Ty, and honestly, Jonathan Taylor.
I like that.
I've never heard him say a bad thing about anybody. He's a good guy, man. There's a reason why he is where he is. It's been great. Love JT.
He's a hell of a player. I sat down with him last year at training camp. We were talking about Culvers. We were talking about space and aliens and
JT,
space
JT's, guy.
I'll
say JT's a vibe, but JT knows a lot of things. He can talk to you kind of about anything.
Yeah,
and he's a very, very great guy, man.
JT's a vibe.
Yeah, because like when you talk to JT, it's kind of like Andrew. Like Andrew can kind of talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like Andrew could tell you something in like, well, JT's not at this point, but Andrew could tell you something about the whole French language and then like talk about the stats from last year's game. And JT's kind of like that. JT's a very, very well-rounded man, I might say.
Nice.
We've had a lot of conversations about a lot of random different things.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to him a lot. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Don't you think that I have an idea that I think Andrew Luck should do now that he's retired? I think that he should do like start his own tour bus company, and he is the tour guide around Indianapolis, and he's just like telling everybody about the historic things and whatnot. What do you think? It'd be pretty. He
could do something. He needs to do something where he has to use his brain, because I promise you, Andrew Luck is probably the smartest man I've ever met.
I believe that.
So anything where he has to use his brain and just sound smart, I think he's going to be good at.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Indy might be great though because he'll have some interesting facts. Then he'll say something probably about another country because he's lived in other countries,
Right.
and he'll give you the whole.
Yeah.
He might be good at that.
Right. Like this monument was here in 1844 because of the French-Indian War, and that's actually in Paris. Like he would run through the other countries and everything, right? Yeah.
Wow.
What are you doing Saturday?
Going to a wedding.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Going to a wedding.
Where is it? Out of town?
It's actually in Raleigh. One of my cousins,
hometown.
my big sister, is
Okay.
actually getting. She's like my cousin, but she's like a big sister of mine. She's getting married. Oh, but my sister and I actually have to do a toast. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Ooh, big pressure for you.
Oh, that's not pressure.
You're good. You're good. You're great on the mic.
Oh yeah, we're built for this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm gonna go up there when I look at her. I'm gonna know what to say. I do that all the time.
Off the cuff.
Shoot.
Is this your first wedding toast?
I did it at another one. It was pretty good.
Okay.
But I wasn't. I was like 16. I think I'm gonna have probably a couple of drinks in me, so I might need to practice. I might have a drink or two at the reception. So maybe not.
Maybe just a note card. Maybe the notes app on your phone.
Yeah.
A couple bullet points.
Shoot, honestly, to be honest, so I got inducted to my high school Hall of Fame in 2019.
Oh, nice.
And I was like,
dude.
I kind of know what to say.
That's
And I was like, so I didn't write anything. Then like right before I went up there, I was like, let me just type like 5 things on my phone. I did my whole speech for like 10 minutes. I looked down like my phone like 3 times.
Nice.
So I guess hopefully it works out like that.
Awesome, man. Good
But she's
deal.
been there for me, and I think I'll know what to say.
You'll get it. Just
And the
speak from
guy
the
she-
heart.
Yeah, the guy she's marrying has been great. So he's been great. He's been a big supporter of mine and a big like great friend.
Awesome, dude. That's great, man. That'll be awesome. I was gonna say we're having a party in Indy, but I was gonna say you should come. But
Hey, look, man, I can come. Just ask Ursay to send one of those jets. I haven't been on it yet. Man, those things I'm seeing on Twitter, man.
We got to get you on there. Come on.
Mr. Ursay, please. No, I've seen it's been kind of cool seeing is like Twitter and things and like seeing how cool it is though, like having the TVs and stuff. I remember the last video he posted probably like a month or two ago. I literally thought he was in the house.
Yeah, I mean, owner of a football team, you can put one of those up in the air. You know what I mean? Have a house in the sky. Not bad, man.
No,
something to shoot for, right? Me and you both. House in the sky.
I don't even know if I can get that rich.
Well, not with that attitude, Naeem. Come on, get a couple more contracts, huh?
Those contracts are not going to make me a billionaire. We can be real. I mean,
no.
Nah, it's cool, kind of this, and even just seeing like some of his family history, seeing how they made their money, so it's been kind of cool. Like even just talking to them and stuff.
They've been great for Indianapolis, no
Very,
doubt.
very great.
Yeah, very, very great
They've
for
been great for my family
Indianapolis.
too. We're big Ursay families. I'm sure there's 60 or 70 guys who are probably big fans of Ursays. We're all very appreciative of the opportunity he gave us.
Absolutely.
Like for me, I've only played for one team, and he picked me. So
yeah,
we're very appreciative of the opportunity.
Well, as an Indianapolis native myself, I love that you're here. I love that you're part of the community. You obviously you're a great guy. I've watched you and seen you in the media and seen you on the field, and I was like, you know what, Naeem seems like a really good dude, and I'm confirmed that tonight. So
appreciate it.
We got to get you out to the 500 one day. We got to get you out. Yeah,
let's work on next year.
We'll do that and let you experience the spectacle, and you'll fall in love, and you'll become a motorhead just like me.
Yeah. Well, my dad's a mechanic, so I already love cars, but I was more of like on the drag racing side.
All right.
But I do have a question. So what's the golf course? I need to play the golf course that is actually like they have par threes. What's it called?
The one here, the Brickyard.
Is it called Brickyard?
Yeah.
Everybody's been telling me to play it. I have to play it. I need to.
Okay.
Just talk to me. I just want to hear about how that is.
I am not a golfer at all, so it looks very great. I know that you come you have a few holes that are in the infield right here.
So they're over there,
kind of behind us here, caddy corner. And so it's just outside of the Motor Speedway where everything starts and whatnot. But then it brings you into the track. And so it's a very cool experience. A lot of people love playing there. All my buddies who love golf love playing there. They said it's pretty hard, but they love playing there. Yeah.
I'll wait. I'll go to the range a couple times.
You get to the range. That's just what I heard. I'm not a golfer at all, but you have to do that. Hear the cars go around. Be out here. It'll be awesome, man. We're gonna be rooting for you this year, and hope you stay healthy and do the primetime kick a few times, bro.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. Great vibe too.
This is a vibe.
Man, look, I walked in here and Alex is right here. This is cool.
Oh, I love it.
Different. I've done this before. This is really, really cool.
I'm glad, man. That's awesome. Good deal. Naeem Hines right there, number 21 for the Indianapolis Colts. Your Indianapolis Colts, Alexander Rossi. Shout out to him. Thanks for stopping by. Yellow Line Productions, Tony Mulinaro, for everything that he's done for us this week. Mount Comfort RV and the beautiful Mount Comfort RV. Hey, if you need a nice motorhome to, go travel, camp, anything, you got to hit up Mount Comfort RV. Get you one of these right here, my man. So just keep it in the notes. Keep it in
make
the
sure
head.
my mom doesn't watch this. She's been talking about RVs for years.
Oh, there we go. Designs, come on, let's do it. We have an off day tomorrow. Media day, off day for 500 happy hour, but we are back on Friday for Carb Day. It's an Indiana holiday. You already know this. Garage 18, right there in the public access, right underneath the Gasoline Alley Suites, Garage 18. Swing by. We're going to be there at 1:30 in the afternoon. 500 happy hour going early on Carb Day because that's the only way to do it, baby. Have a good one.